Hello, folks. Welcome to episode 18 of the Kodas and Play Truckin' Show. Hey, welcome back to the Truckin' Show. We're gonna start. As you see, my last video was starting to fire up all the series again, so we're gonna fire up Kodas Truckin' again too. So this one starts like this. So this one actually starts with the this is the week of, this is a try soul. If you've seen the last trucking episode, I don't know how to check the dates on that, but so things were starting to warm up outside. This is actually the week of April 11th. Yeah. Actually, it was actually 1 week later than that. This was after the we were actually gonna get. So it starts like this. So it was like Tuesday night. Clay was actually just getting to his truck. He was driving to his truck stop. He was in somewhere near actually somewhere in India. He was gonna stay somewhere in Indiana. Yeah, he was gonna stay at a truck stop. I think it's like a Pioneer somewhere in Indiana, or maybe Klein J somewhere in there. Yeah, so finally he arrived at his truck stop. He was tired, man, but yeah, he had a great day today. Yeah, really good day. Yeah, he was happy that day. Yeah, it was Tuesday. Finally got pulled off where he was gonna stop for the night. He was out hours, so that's good. So finally he got there. He did a little bit of paperwork, then he went inside and got a shower, and for supper that night he was gonna have leftover steak. Yeah, with some green beans and some and he also had a potato. He was gonna heat up a potato. Yeah, he was also gonna have he was gonna have some sweet tea to drink that night. Yeah. He liked tea. Yeah. 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 So finally he got a nice hot shower, and finally he came back out and he had his steak. He also had it cooking in the slow cooker all night here, so it was nice and ready. He made himself a potato, and yeah. He kind of does what our dad does, but then finally he put his pajamas on, we say, and finally, he took everything off, and he went inside after he was in bed before 10 o'clock. You have to get up early, but yeah. So finally the next morning came. He got a really good night's sleep. Yeah, his coffee pot went off. Yeah, he made himself a cup of coffee right in the truck. He filled up he put some creamer in his. Actually, Clay he liked his coffee straight black. That's right. Actually, he put in a little bit of creamer in there, but most of the time he liked that black. Yeah. Nice cup of Joe. He was ready to hit. He did his inspections, vehicle inspection lights, check the lights on his trailer, stuff like that. Shortly after, he was ready to hit the road. Yeah, he was actually on his way back. He was actually on his way back to Wisconsin. Yeah, he had a couple stops he had to make, but other than that, so then finally it was around maybe 3:30 in the morning. Yeah. Finally, he got going. Yeah, he just listened to his radio stations. Yeah, yeah. So then finally, several hours later, got lined out. So then finally, he actually the first call. He actually called me. The first person he called was me. Yeah, he called Kodas. Yeah, that was Kodas. Yeah, we talked a little while. Yeah, we just talked about some random thing. Yeah, talked about trucking. Oh, yep. So then now we're gonna switch gears. So finally, after I was done time to play, like, yeah. I talked to Kurt a little while. He was having a good day too. Also, I called my buddy Glendale too. I talked to him for a little bit. Yeah. I was gonna tell him someday when I had the show that I was gonna take him the trucking with me sometime when they have like a short trip or something, like maybe one. Hey, that could be a good go to this trucking episode. Yeah. I don't know how good it would sleep. I don't know how good it will work, but if you want to see the episode. So then finally, Clay was having a great morning. They drinking coffee. So then finally, then Clay, after that, he called his girlfriend, Claire. She was having a great day too. She was trucking somewhere else. We're gonna get into we have, like I said, have that new character in the show, and yeah. She was having a good day too. Clay's girlfriend, Claire. Hey, maybe we should have a new idea. Maybe we should. Yeah, you know what? Maybe not. I was gonna say maybe Taylor should. But I think Clay's girlfriend is enough. Yes. We have some exciting parts coming up in this episode later on in this trucking show. So finally, Clay actually had so then finally, like I said, Clay had a little bit of practice. Yeah, he heated up. Actually, just had a snack. He wasn't really hungry, but after we're done talking, he had some Cheez-Its, and he didn't really actually have breakfast that day. On this day. So then finally, so I was striking out. I was just listening to the radio, and then also ding-a-ling. That's when Orens called me. Yeah, and then said, "Hello, Orens, what's going on?" Hey, bud. And I don't know what you guys are you and Claire are doing this weekend, but I'm gonna do my spring polishing at the farm this weekend and to see if you guys want to give me a hand. And so, yeah, sure, yeah, sure. I think we can make that work. Do you have anything? Oh yeah. I was actually looking up Renegade's website, or actually not Renegade, actually I'm gonna buy some new stuff. I also was looking at, not Renegade, but Zeppelin's website, usually on oh yeah, I use on Zeppelin's stuff, not the, but I bought some new stuff on Num, yeah. Yeah. Actually sound just like, yeah, I forgot the new stuff, yeah, I think I have plenty of stuff. I just looked a while ago, looked through my sandpaper and checked everything. I had the, so we talked about that for a little while, yeah, but Taylor's gonna be upset. So she's gonna, but we don't care about. But I guess she kind of does her own thing with the yoga. Do you think we're okay with that? But anyway, so then time we just talked a while, and yeah, I don't think so yet, but maybe I'll make it actually just be so I talked to him for a while. He was asking how I was talking to him for a while this morning. Yeah, we are bad, so we love to talk. By then we didn't actually know about but Clay might be actually had something fun to do this weekend. I don't know if we're gonna get though, but at least I want to try to start somewhere where I think I get that this is Orens talking now. I'm gonna go over there Friday night and start getting stuff back. And I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think like the farm is gonna be doing the. I think it's always like a couple weeks in April. Things are kind of starting in the warm up. Well, if I hit our truck again, me and Clay's truck, maybe Clay was too. Yeah, we have a lot. So this is gonna be. But I don't know, it's probably gonna be a little bit before they start planned. We'll check out, maybe we'll get like kind of dug a car. It's a Saturday. I don't really know. I don't know if they actually. They might. It's in the past I've seen. So finally I got off the phone with Orens, and we talked a little while, and like I said, I was planning on working on this truck on Saturday, polishing on this truck on Saturday. And then Clay. So then I'll call Clay back. Actually, not right now. Then how just listened. Clay was actually just listening to the radio. He was listening to I think it's that I think God on the radio. So yeah, he also listened to some Chris Tomlin that day too. He loves Chris Tomlin. Do you like it, Jeff? I bet you do. Anyway, so yeah, so we're listening to that. Then yeah. So then finally, we're gonna fast till Friday now. So finally, me and how we're not gonna start till Saturday, but how eventually I actually got out. So finally, so how Friday afternoon, now since we should play, so finally play got. And then how he came back and how he was gonna go wash his truck at the back of him. How we actually stole everything in the back of him. How all my soap. How since it's nice, how we're gonna go with. Like, yeah, how they call it. How they did really can't go somewhere. I don't think we need to wash anything. Yeah, how the bell cows, how it was okay that day. He was, like I said, the coming. What if I go to it? Everybody's Friday and everybody. Yeah, how attached. Yeah, how Josh was gonna get real, how he was gonna get up at. Yeah, how he was gonna get up and wash. How he was gonna get up at. Like at. Oh, at like 5 in the morning. I don't know if he did that real life it was just up and that, and how the rest of the day he was gonna go Jeanette or what. Oh yeah, it's actually that changed how he was gonna go down to the tune now and how how we're gonna get the asylum. Yeah, how we're gonna be set and how we're gonna be the massive. I don't think but how I also called it. Yeah, how Justin was gonna come over and how actually no maybe not Justin. About how we were gonna do how me and Owen and Clay were gonna polish Orens. should they really love it when we do it? It's not like every weekend and other weekends we wash and do other stuff, but it's about time to get our trucks cleaned up from it. That's what we do. Actually, the last time I had when we did me and Clay's truck, we also had that Jeff come up. But how this time we decided just to wear. But Jeff actually did really nice. Yeah. How Owen actually used them. How Owen actually gave us the idea of that. Yeah. Just another portion that we just made up. There may be a portion out there named Jeff, but he did it really nice. So finally, but how this time, yeah, how you already since, but how you was can already since then said then we how this is how we called that, but how we already had other plans for the weekend, and we wanted to, we just got done doing a big jump, but. Then we said how. So how when I talked to him how he wanted to do the wheels, he wanted to do the wheels, the truck and trailer, how he owned his own trailer. It was a white Temple, kind of like that. Oh, it would be maybe next fall, kind of like have to do maybe do the stain. we're not gonna do it. That's gonna be a big huge. Might be a job like maybe just for just then like maybe might. Oh, to do this was back when we were doing the phone call. It's done. But this is what Orens said he wanted to do the wheels. He wanted to hit the fuel tanks. Help the air cleaners and the grill. And help maybe the air tanks and that's how he wanted to go over the pipes and I guess that could be another step the day after that. Yeah, how means we're gonna pull the wheels off and the thing we did me and Cliff. You should go watch that first two portion. Yeah. So finally, but after that Wednesday night, how Taylor was not happy. Great, they're gonna be over there all day. Just sometimes he gets mad when they plan the big. Gets kind of upset. It's threatening. But this is going to be a really special episode. Taylor was actually going to, we were actually going to get Pizza Hut for lunch that day. We also have, who else is going to come? I had to think. How my buddy this was Simpson, how he was a small time. I think how he actually quit his how he polished on the week. And how maybe I might see how when we were talking see Randy Simpson wants to come up. Then all of a sudden, that's a good idea. I haven't thought about. So how we actually had rather than the how we talked about I might pay you this is Sam I know that's how I did. We're actually not doing the I might still pay this with something. Well, the price. Yeah, I could actually give them the cup. So finally, we were kind of whining. So finally got off the phone with Orens and the side call. That was the rain, so finally hello. Hey Randy Simpson, it's Kodas. I wanted to. Hey Kodas, what's going on? Not too bad, but on Saturday, I don't know. Orens is gonna get ready. It's the Orens shop, you know, yeah. He's gonna get ready. I think we're gonna be polishing his truck. Yeah, since you want to come over and have. Sure, yeah. I don't think we have anything. Like I said, I think Renee's gonna go see her mom. Mom this weekend up in the. We'll be polishing up the fat on them. Yeah, about the fat on the thing. That down at the truck one. I'm not sure, and we're thinking about the fat on them. But yeah, I think I just started up some new stuff for the season. Yeah, I just did a job. I did a job that last weekend. But I think that's all enough. last week and do. Alright, well, we'll keep in touch on Saturday. Yeah. Alright, we'll keep in touch throughout the weekend. Okay, sounds good. So if I'm tapped. Yeah, how I told how I texted Olden how. So then finally, so let's fast until Saturday. So Friday afternoon then. So find how we come in, they got out early, how like I said, we're back. So finally, then they pulled up to the milk cows. In real life, I don't know how much they actually wash up there. So they have the newer life I go with. They may use it maybe a few times a year to do the track act. They don't need the one in the. But I guess it's kind of nice maybe in the winter time and when like after it, they want to wash again. So. So then finally Clay pulled his truck up, he said everything, then finally he went inside of the milk house and he got how he opened his tub, how he was in the washout, the inside of his chair with the coolest. Yeah. Yeah. And then how shortly after the comes go. With his truck. So then finally they got the they got the dissolved squares and the poly soap out. Yeah. That's how we filled up the big bucket with the green soap. But the green soap, the stuff with the dish soap and put some hand soap in it and stuff like that. So then finally. You also put a few bucks in. You listen to music. You know which music you listen to. That's right. Sugar. The single gin. Cool. Anyway. So yeah, Jeff Wagley. Yep. And you listen to all the sing songs while you washed. So finally, a few hours later, he danced and. Yeah, so listen to this music right here too. So finally he enjoyed washing. So finally at the end, finally around. Yeah, how I came up and got out and how was pickup was at the. Maybe he was gonna drive his semi home, but how he was gonna drive. And help to see why I was how told Clay how while we washing I'm gonna go home and think I'm gonna start doing some paper with him. Just gonna sit my ass and do it. Yeah, I think I think I talked to him a little bit this morning. I don't think we'll tell until tomorrow morning, but. So finally, finally, to the watch it, like I said, he listened to his favorite music, the Shake Off and Sing. Do you like that song, Jeff and Jason? I don't know. Or Ginger, whoever. So you also listen to Your Welcome from Moana, and if you want to get back up again, that's another one. Oh, get back up again! I wish we could play it, but I don't think it would be good to do it because of like license and all that. You guys can know the drill, if that, but if you haven't, I guess that's a new. That's why I was doing audio lines that week. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, yeah. So finally, a few hours later, we got finished washing. Like I said, he used the soap with the green soap with the shampoos and the hand soaps and the laundry detergents in there, and the duck. He used that on the chair, then on the wheels of the chair, and he used his poly soap and some onions under the stainless and stuff. Yeah, finally his aluminum was kind of getting kind of dull. But I think later this spring, I think he said he was going to have maybe just go over it again and that. So. So then finally we had touch that bell. Alright, so anyway, sorry about that. So then finally got his truck cleaned up, got finished washing, he looked like gold, everything, then finally he parked it. Actually, he left it there how he was gonna let it dry for a few minutes, and then he was gonna drive it home. And park it at my house. At the new house, you could say. I was gonna drive it home to the new house that weekend. So then finally he did a great job washing. Then he finally rinsed out his big bucket and rinsed out the 5-gallon bucket with the wash mitts, and then he rinsed out all the wash mitts I used, cleaned everything up, put the brushes back in the milk rolls in the bottom, and rinsed everything out. He did an awesome job every time. Making sure everything's ready to go. The next time you want to wash, we do it. So finally he did a great job with lovely gold and everything. Yeah, finally. So then finally after we finally got everything cleaned up. Actually, he also talked to, yeah, Clay was actually just coming up to get poked. Yeah. Girlfriend Claire kind of forgot about Claire. Yeah. Sorry, I kind of messed up. Yeah. Claire was coming up to get poked the other day. She was in the wash in the morning and she loved to wash too. Just like Clay did. So finally, she loved Claire. Yeah, they were going actually Clay and Claire were just pulling into the farm driveway while Clay was cleaning up. Yeah. And then they were gonna hop in the Jeep truck and go home. Yeah. Claire actually lived with us too. So something that night we were gonna have a new recipe. It's called we were having glazed back baby back ribs or something. Taylor had this new recipe for baby back ribs. Yeah. Barbecue glazed baby back ribs. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, that much. Then finally we got home and it was just a beautiful spring night here at the Rule House. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, after supper we were gonna go meet old how we got home and got. Oh, I was actually at home for what. I was home when Taylor got home and Clay got home. Oh, it's two seeds, Clay and Claire. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Clay just got home and she was ready to Yeah, Taylor was not happy. She said, "Are you insane?" She yelled at me when they got home. She hates it when I'm all over at the farm all day long on Saturdays. Oh, that's alright, because in the morning she's gonna go to yoga with Andrews and Vanderbilt. I'm still on with the yoga thing. It's actually, I don't know. I don't know how long we were doing this for. No. Yeah, Taylor actually worked that day. Like I said, this was like, it was gonna be a beautiful weekend. This was like shortly after, So finally we had supper. It was very good. Then we decided to go meet up with. Then how Oren how Oren had a lady day with stuff. How he was just straight after his he needs to wash out his trail to get it back here. Oh, he wasn't gonna do like a big fancy wash. How he didn't use like all the how he used the pink soap and how he hasn't done much just to do stuff. Actually, how he did that. How it was actually the commercial. How we also used some of the other products like the Nature's Choice and how we also had the poly soap and yeah. I don't know. So then finally we went over there, how we ate around 6 o'clock, so then around 6 yeah, we went back over there. Yeah, what Clay was in the wash this thing and what was doing Tosh and how he was in the wash. But we made it into that. I don't know, I think I wish I was gonna go into the truck wash and actually I wish he was gonna wash at the top and help last week and yeah. We're gonna change that part with Mr. Simpson. We're gonna take all that out. That didn't actually happen. But so then finally we got over there and Oren was how Oren was gonna how he was pulling his how Oren was just finishing up down at the mat. How he was cleaning this aluminum. How he was using some grinding a little bit. How he also had this stuff from Chimax. How we also used some the white wheel. How he was. Well, that was what they didn't want. That was a life saving. That would have been bad. So. Yeah, how he just straight him off with just some. Not want to do this, right? Actually I'll just straight them up. Then how we pulled up then how we dug how Orens portion, how we also had how we actually how he actually how he came back and this how he also had this polish and stuff, how we also had a lot more stuff than he did and that's a real how we also had some like more new stuff. And that's where we're gonna stop. I think this may be the end of episode 1 for now. Of Kodas trucking. We'll be right back at the beginning.